Ayan, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat na at tayo magsasama-sama muli sa ating online tutorial para sa Senior High School Practical Research 2 at tayo po ay sasama-sama ng 40 minutes, no? 40 minutes or less or mga 50 to an hour. So muli po ako po si Tutor Ronald para sa oras na ito at tayo ay nasa week 4 ng ating quarter 3 at batay sa MELC or Most Essential Learning Competencies ang ating pong content standard para sa week na ito ay the range of research topics in the area of inquiry. At para sa learning competencies or objective para sa ating talakayan ngayong oras na ito, meron po tayong tatlong most essential learning competencies or objectives na ating susubukang i-achieve sa ating 40 minutong talakayan. At ito po ang sumusunod, designs research used in daily life. Writes a research title and describes background of research. So kung napapansin nyo ang ikalawa at ang ikatlong objective ay ito na po ang simula ng ating research paper or research project na gagawin para sa practical research 2 or ang quantitative research na ating output sa semester na ito, second semester. Okay, bago tayo tumungo sa ating talakayan, magbalik-aral muna tayo sa ating pinag-aralan noong nakaraang linggo, week 3. So let's try to answer the first learning task to test what you have learned from week 3. Okay. All you have to do is identify the independent variables and dependent variables of the following research studies. Kung natatandaan nyo or sa mga hindi nakasubaybay noong nakarang linggo, ang pinag-aralan po natin noong nakarang linggo week 3 ay tungkol sa kinds of variables and their uses. So ang two major variables in a research are independent variables and dependent variables. So narito po ang ilang mga sample researches and inyo lamang pong inyo lamang pong sasagutan ang second and third column. Third column for the independent variable and the second column independent variable and the third column for the dependent variable. So kung sino man po ang gusto sumagot ay maaari nyo pong sagutan ang ating activity by typing in your answer sa comment. So, good afternoon po Ma'am Merchused Credo Amulato. Okay, so ang sagot po sa unang bilang ay The independent variable in the research, the impact of inquiry-based learning on academic performance and student engagement is inquiry-based learning, and the dependent variable is the academic performance and student engagement. Next. Yes, hi po. Joan Belasano Calliope, watching from Batasan Hills National High School. Ang second research title is The Effects of Information Literacy Skills and Student Writing and Course Performance. Ano po kaya ang independent variable sa research na ito at ang dependent variable or variables? Alright, ang independent variable po sa research titled Effects of Information Literacy Skills and Student Writing and Course Performance is information literacy skills, at ang dependent variable naman po ay ang student writing and course performance. Next, title of research, Academic Performance and Satisfaction with Homework Completion Among College Students. So, yan po ang research title, and please type in your comment for your answer sa independent variable ng research and dependent variable or variables. Okay. The independent variable in the research, academic performance, and satisfaction with homework completion among college students is the homework completion among college students, at ang dependent variable naman po ay academic performance and satisfaction. Okay. So, yun po ang ating unang learning task. I hope kahit na hindi po kayo sumagot sa ating comment box, I hope natutunan nyo po or na-identify nyo ang dependent at independent variable sa mga research. Yes, good afternoon, Mylene Sarmiento, Carla Nombrado Dalos. And so let's go to our first topic for this afternoon, designing a research useful in daily life. So narito po ang ilan sa mga possible research topics related to daily life, no? Of course, ang ilan sa mga ito ay tinatawag na age-old problems, no, or mga research na since time immemorial, ika nga, walang katapusang search for answers to these problems, no. Number one, ang poverty alleviation. Kahirapan, paano natin tutugunan ang kahirapan. So napakarami na pong research ang ginawa tungkol sa topic na ito. Dahil siyempre, ang atin pong um, bansa ay isa sa mga, hindi naman sa pinakamahirap, ngunit um, nakakaranas ng kahirapan, no? Ang ilan sa ating or karamihan sa ating mga mamamayan. Kaya ang ating po mga researchers, magigiting na mga mananaliksik o researchers ay patuloy na gumagawa ng paraan at patuloy na tinutugunan ang problemang ito upang mabigyan ng kalutasan o solusyon sa pamamagitan ng research. Population aging, no? Ang pagtanda ng populasyon or um, pagtanda ng gaano ka haba ang life expectancy, for example, ng kababaihan, kalalakihan, no, dito sa ating bansa. So, population aging ay isa po sa research topics related to daily life. Unemployment, no? Unemployment, lalo na po sa panahon ngayon na pandemic, marami pong naapektuhan at marami po ang nawala ng trabaho. So, ito po ay isa rin sa mga topics na talagang uh, binibigyan ng pansin hindi lamang ng ating pamahalaan kundi ng iba pang pribadong sektor, no, ng ating lipunan. Gender equality, pagkakapantay-pantay ng mga kasarian ng babae at lalaki. So isa rin po ito sa topic sa research na related sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay or daily life. Development of the youth, no? Makaka-relate dito ang ating mga senior high school students. Development of the youth. All forms of violence, like violence against women and children, violence against men, against LGBT, against animals. So all forms of violence. Meron din pong tinatawag na domestic violence, no? So isa rin po 'yan sa research topic na pwede nating pag-aralan, no, or maaring magustuhan natin sa ating research, practical research too. Preservation and protection of the environment. Very timely po ito, lalo na po tayo ay nakakaranas ng pandemya at alam na po, we know that pandemic is a natural and environmental problem ayon sa mga eksperto. Livelihood projects, ito naman po ay para sa mga ABM siguro or sa mga TVL, kumukuha ng TVL sa senior high school. So maaari po silang makakuha ng inspiration mula sa research topic about livelihood projects, lalo na at sa mga panahon ngayon, marami po ang nagsulputan ng mga livelihood programs, hindi lamang ng ating gobyerno kundi ng ilang private sectors para makatulong sa ating mga mamamayan na naapektuhan ng pandemya. Entrepreneurial ventures, related din po ito sa livelihood programs and projects, micro, small and micro entrepreneurs. So sa ABM at TVL pwede din po ito sa kanila. Healthcare, no? Ito po ay isa rin po sa very timely na research topic ang healthcare. Paano natin mapangalagaan ang ating kalusugan lalo tayo ay humaharap sa pandemya. Social security. Social security, ito po ay tungkol sa seguridad ng ating mga mamamayan, ng ating komunidad, no? Laban laban sa mga pang-aabuso, laban sa um, ano pa ba? Ah, laban sa pang-aabuso ng ilang mapang-aping grupo or individual or maging sa um, sa pagkamit ng social services, no, sa ating lipunan. Traffic situation lalo na po sa mga urban areas sa Metro Manila, NCR, sa Cebu, sa Davao, no. Dito sa amin sa Tacloban, medyo nagkakaroon na rin po ng traffic problem. So, pwede rin po ito. Now, um, paano natin ito ma-relate sa ating buhay bilang estudyante? So, maybe paano nakakaapekto ang traffic sa ating pag-aaral? Nakakaapekto nga ba ito? No? Ang heavy traffic, for example, nararanasan natin sa araw-araw, lalo na nung tayo ay um, meron pang face-to-face classes, no? Online or cyber crimes. Ito rin po isa sa very timely and relevant na research topic, lalo't karamihan sa atin ay nakatutok online, no? Online classes, ano pa ba? Lalo na ang mga kabataan, lagi pong nakababad sa internet. So, meron pong mga crimes na nangyayari online, like bullying, cyberbullying, at bashing, ano pa ba? Shaming online. So, pwede rin po yan. Childcare, paano mapapangalagaan ang mga kabataan, no? At syempre meron din pong homelessness o yung mga walang tahanan, wala sariling tahanan. So pwede isa rin po ito sa mga topics related to daily life. And marami pa pong iba. There are a lot more research topics related to daily life. Okay? These topics may actually be taken into consideration as interdisciplinary, meaning pwede pong magkakaugnay ang isang topic. So hindi ka lang you will not only focus on one research on one topic, pero sa research na gagawin mo, maaari kang magkaroon ng iba pang topic, kumbaga magkaugnay na topic sa isang research project. For example, gender equality at forms of violence. So, pwede po yung pagsamahin sa isang research project, no? Preservation and protection of the environment, healthcare, ano pa? Pwede din po yung pagsamahin at cybercrime, maaari mo ring isama ang development of the youth, online and cybercrime. So hindi po ibig sabihin na sa isang research project isa lamang ang iyong pwedeng tuunan ng pansin. Kapag meron ka pang ibang issue na pwedeng matouch, kumbaga. Okay? Next. So, how will you decide on a research topic? How will you decide on a research topic? For senior high schools, no, you just have to answer these two questions. First, what area or areas not covered in classroom lessons or discussions do I still want to know, investigate in my specific track? Yan. So, sa ngayon, whatever your learning modality is, with whether it's an online or modular distance learning or blended, no? Um, pwede kang pwede mong balikan ng iyong mga napag-aralan kahit sa anong subject, no? Kahit sa anong subjects at pwede mong balikan ng iyong mga lessons and maaring meron kang isang lesson na hindi mo masyado naintindihan, no? At pwede mong bigyan yun ng pansin or tuon, no? At syempre mag um, hihingi ka ng tulong sa iyong subject teacher sa lesson o discussion na yun na gusto mong malaman pa. O meron kang isang nabasang interesting article or interesting topic sa iyong subject, no? At gusto mong mag-investigate tungkol sa lesson na ito or discussion, so pwede rin po 'yun, no? And then another question is, if I do this research project, how useful will it be to me as a senior high school graduate and to the community where I belong, and even to the larger community such as the Philippines, the ASEAN community, and the world? Siyempre, kung gagawa ka ng research, kailangan meron itong tinatawag na significance, kahalagahan. Meron itong kumbaga importansya, anong gamit, no? Kumbaga hindi ka lang basta gagawa ng isang research para lang meron kang maisubmit, no? Sa iyong practical research to teacher. So kailangan meron itong kahalagahan. Ano nga ba ang gamit ng research project? Kasi for sure tatanungin ka ng iyong teacher, or kung meron ka bang research defense, so isa yan sa mga katanungan, what's the use? So I mean, what's the significance of your research, no? So these are the suggestion lang naman to, na suggested questions, no? As you went through your qualitative study. Your quantitative study. All right? Speaking of usefulness of your research, here's one research by recent lang to. A research conducted by senior high schools students, no, student researchers, and this is one of the researches chosen or selected during the National Science and Technology Fair, or NSTF 2020, no, last year, by the Department of Education. So, ang research na to ay tungkol sa kukulisap o yung mga pestes sa coconut. According to one of the researchers from the NCR, Eisen Gabriel Francisco, one of my teammates went to Basilan last summer and he saw how devastating kukulisap is to the farmers and to the industry. Right now, hindi lang sa coconut ang problema, pati na rin po sa lanzones and mangosteen. So ito pong quote na to ay mula sa website ng Philippine News Agency, where the news article about the research is published. So the news article is entitled DepEd Paths Culture of Innovation in Science Tech Fair by Maria Teresa Montemayor, published on March 3, 2020. So you see, ang research po nila ay napakaliking tulong sa mga farmers, no? At sa coconut industry. So ang research nila ay kung paano masusolusyonan ang problema sa kokolisap, yung mga peste sa coconut na pumapatay ng industriya ng coconut at hindi lamang ng coconut industry pati na rin sa lansones at mangosteen. So that's one example of a student research na merong usefulness, 'di ba? So, mas maganda po mas makabuluhan ng yung research kung meron talaga siyang patutunguhan, meron talaga siyang significance sa hindi lang para sa iyo bilang estudyante kundi para sa ibang tao, sa komunidad, sa yung paaralan, sa bansa at syempre sa mundo. Okay, tingnan muna natin ang ating kumustahin muna natin ang ating mga taga-subaybay, nanonood. Good afternoon po, Seletot Siranamil, Ninette M. Istani, good afternoon. Jennifer Hayawon, good afternoon. Sige, let's continue. And for student researchers, these are the sources for research problems, no? So, saan ka nga ba makakakuha ng research problems or research topics? One is from national or international trends or situations to be described or improved. Ano nga ba ang trending na mga issues or situations sa ating bansa or sa ibang mundo na maaaring makaapekto sa atin at pwede siyang ma-improve sa pamamagitan ng research, no? Example, base sa larawan dito ay online learning, di ba? Yan po ang trending hindi lang sa ating bansa, kundi sa buong mundo, no? Distance learning. Ano pa ba ang ibang trends or issues nationally and internationally? Napakarami, no? Napakarami. Maubusan tayo ng oras kung ating iisa-isahin. Ngunit alam ko that you are, at the back of your mind, you are thinking what these national and international trends or situations. Another source is other studies, particularly the research recommendations. So, magbasa, no? Magbasa kayo ng mga research because you will not only learn how to write a research, especially the style and technique, but you will also learn or get ideas on topics or research problem. Kasi kadalasan sa research projects or papers, meron silang recommendations not only for their target audience, kundi para din po sa fellow researchers ng fellow researchers nila. So, at yun po ay makikita sa recommendations, conclusions sa recommendations part ng research. So, and for students, beginners, usually ito yung pinakamadaling paraan para makahanap or makapag-isip ng research problems, no, or research topics sa recommendations. Kasi researches are meant to be replicated on a different, of course, in a different context. So, pwede po siyang ma-replicate same topic, only that you will do it in a different context, no, different time and different setting, different research local or research environment. So recommendations. So I recommend you read recommendations. Next is real life problems, issues, experiences, or situations of grade 12 students. Ito, kung talagang interesado kang maging uh, or kung gusto mo talaga maging produktibo ang iyong research, no, you can get ideas from your problems, or real life problems, issues, and experiences. Kumbaga, um, kung gusto mong mas maging motivated sa iyong research project, ito ang magandang source ng research problem or topic. Issues, experiences, or situations. Gaya ng nasa picture, it's a student na nag-iisip problema sa kanyang pag-aaral. So, ayan, ang sabi dyan, no access sa internet. So, fail siya. And marami pang problema at experiences ng grade 12 students sa mga panahon ngayon. Okay, next. Let's proceed. So for grade 12 research problems, here are the possible topics, no, for grade 12 or even for grade 11. One is bashing and fake news in social media, no, para sa HUMS or students under humanities and social sciences. Bashing and fake news in social media. Ano pa? Climate change mitigation and adaptation. Climate change mitigation and adaptation. Contested islands in the West Philippine Sea, no? Ang ilan sa ating mga mag-aaral na talaga namang nationalistic or patriotic ay magugustuhan ang research problem na ito. Demolition of buildings obstructing cultural heritage. Para naman sa mga nasa arts and design track, pwede itong research problem para sa inyo. Demolition of buildings obstructing cultural heritage. So kung meron kayong cultural heritage sa inyo at merong mga buildings na pinapagawa and nakakasira ito ng view ng cultural heritage like simbahan or mga lumang struktura, no? Dapat nga ba itong ipaghiba or maraming possible specific research problem about this topic. Disaster readiness and risk reduction management. Pwede naman to actually sa lahat or most probably sa STEM, no, sa STEM students. Like karamihan sa mga science investigatory project or some ay related sa disaster readiness and risk reduction. Like yung detection of flood, no? Meron silang mga gadgets na i-invento, detection of earthquake and etc. So related to sa disaster readiness and risk reduction management. Environmental awareness. Siyempre, very common din ito sa atin, environmental awareness, lalo tayo ay prone sa napakaraming bagyo at kalamidad, no? Taon-taon. So, just recently, we had typhoon Bising, kasi Bising ba yun? So, pwede ito sa environmental awareness. Government war on drugs and crimes, medyo mabigat to, pero pwede din to siya. Kasi meron ding mga kabataan na, nalululong sa droga. No? So, ano nga ba ang aksyon ng pamahalaan tungkol dito or ano bang epekto nito, lalo na ang government war against drugs and crime. Virtual learning is the most common nowadays, so you can also tap into this research problem. And again, there are a lot more possible research problems. So these are only some suggested research problems. All right. Now, one of the very first thing that you should think about, is your research title. No? So, how do you write your research title? What are the guidelines? What are the features of a good or acceptable research title? We will discuss them first with the guidelines in writing research title. Your research title should condense the paper's content in a few words. In a few words. Take note, your paper's content takes about 10 at least pages, or 10 to 20 pages. No? Now, you have to condense this content in a few words or in your research title. And typically, your research title is around 10 to 12 words long. 10 to 12 words long. Okay? Hello. What happens if your research title is very long or lengthy? Of course, if you're the reader, your attention will be taken away, and you will be unfocused, no? Or your attention will be taken away from the important point of your research or in your research, and your reader may seem unfocused. Next, your research title should capture the reader's attention. Okay? It should capture the reader's attention, hindi yung napakahaba naman nitong title na to, research na to, hindi ko maintindihan. No? So, dapat makuha ang attention. And you can do that by having a simple, brief, and attractive title. No? Simple, brief, and attractive title. May mga sample na research title na nire-recommend, no, for researches, like, well, I do not know if it's really I practice nowadays na dapat ang mas effective daw ang research title kung may you have a main title or something that is a catchy title with a colon, and then after the colon is your what you call that, your main focus of your research, no? Parang ganun. Merong colon. And then third, it must contain keywords used in the manuscript and define the nature of the study, no? So ano nga ba ang gamit ng keywords? gamit ng keywords kasi uh, the keywords will be used by your readers, no, to search about a certain or specific research, a specific research topic. So, nagagamit po ang keywords. And take note that these keywords should be used in your manuscript or in your research paper. Next, your research must include terms people would use, o yun nga yung sinabi ko kanina, people would use to search for your study or yung mga keywords. Next, you should list key variables, scientific and technical style, and again, 12 words maximum. Well, hindi naman siya talagang um, strictly na 12 words maximum. No, pwede siguro mga umabot na 15 pero mas the shorter the better, no? Kung 12 words maximum better. If less, then the best or most effective in terms of the number of words. And then when you say 12 words maximum is concise, so to be concise in your title, it should omit necessary words like the articles, the, a, and there should be no redundancy or no words that are repetitive. Next, your research should reflect social science, humanities, and art in the grade 12 context. No? Social science, humanities, and arts in the grade 12 context. Example of research title with this feature is that attitude of digital natives or immigrants on social media. Well, I'm sure you know what social or digital natives are or digital immigrants. Next. Okay, so in summary, your research title should be specific, no? Specific. It should be original, hindi siya ginaya or hindi siya kinopya. Clear, claro, di ambiguous, and concise. No, brief or concise. Maikli lang. Again, 12 words maximum as recommended by most authors and researchers. So again, your research title should be specific, original, clear, and concise. Sige, next. Okay. Karamihan sa mga topics na binibigay ng mga estudyante ay broad topic, no? Like ito every year to, no? Every year tong experience ko sa mga estudyante ko. I ask them to give a topic for the research and karamihan sa kanila nagbibigay ng broad topic. Examples ng broad topic, blended learning in English classes, presidential election results, agribusiness, social networking, vegetarianism. So yan po ang ilan sa mga example ng broad topics. And these broad topics can actually be narrowed down. So next assignment for them when my students give a broad topic is I ask them or tell them to narrow down their broad topic. So example lang narrow down topic from those broad topic or are the following. So eto na yung specific or narrowed down topic from the broad topic earlier. So first, yung sa blended learning in English classes, example of a specific topic is a correlation study on the use of blended learning in freshman English classes and student achievements. So, it's specific na freshman English classes kasi nga meron tayong iba pang levels or ano tawag ito? Attributes ng ating variables. So, for example, freshman, grade 11, grade 12, senior, sophomore. And then it's a correlation study. So, you will do a correlation study of the two variables. And your other variable is the student achievement. Okay? So, specific na siya. For the second broad topic, presidential election results, it can be narrowed down into campaign events and materials and their impact. No? Campaign events and materials and their impact. Nalapit na ang presidential election. Ilang years na lang. And then, for agribusiness, example of a specific topic is the impact of agribusiness on the Philippine economy. Next, the social networking. You can have the cause-effect relationship of social networking and online selling, and for vegetarianism, effects of vegetarianism on physical health. So there you go. From broad topic into a specific topic. Then you can still modify and improve this specific topic, and you can contextualize it, no, para mas madali para sa inyo, no, lalo na kung maghahanap kayo ng information about these topics. Now, in choosing for a topic, choose a topic for a research study, later in 2013 stressed that it is important to select a topic that interests and motivates you. It should be doable with the resources at your disposal and within the required time frames. So, of course, ilang buwan lang yan or ilang araw ang gagawin nyo ang research ninyo. So, dapat matapos nyo yan within the required time frame. Doable siya, no? Doable, meaning kaya nyong gawin with the resources at your disposal. You have enough resources, like syempre gagamit kayo ng financial resources, manpower, of course, etc. Time, no? And then, most important is the topic that you select is something that interests and motivates you. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Dapat interesado talaga kayo at motivated pa na gawin at i-pursue ang inyong research study. Okay? Next. This is the last topic in our session today, describing background of the study. So, tapos na tayo sa title, no? Let's say approve na ang title natin. So, we now go to the first part of the body of our research, no? Ito yung background of the study. What is the background of the study? It is an overview of the research study and explains why you as a researcher are doing this study. No? So, importante siya kasi pag basa pala ng background of the study, malalaman na ng reader kung tungkol saan ang iyong research and bakit mo ginagawa yung research na yun. Ito. Okay? It provides information that is important or essential to understand the main body of the research investigation. Okay, bilisan natin at tayo ay medyo napahaba ng discussion. Okay, next. The background study locates or situates your study in the context of your specific field and other related fields. It is part of the introduction section of the paper. It locates your situation study in the context of your specific field and other related fields. Ito yung tinatawag na interdisciplinary approach in research. So ano nga ba ang connection o relation ng yung research sa ibang field of research or sa ibang related studies, no? Yung tinatawag na related literatures. Okay. A background of the study will be original for a reader, no? If you link up your research study to recent developments, o ano to mga recent developments, you have recent developments in ano ba? Research development in culture, in history, in academic, you know, scientific findings and other arguments. So you're linking up your research study to recent developments and mentioning whether certain issues relevant to your field of investigation have been addressed in any form. Plus, you have research questions you intend to seek to answer for, can make your reader deduce the originality of your study. Yes, good afternoon sa ating okay po. Okay, so here are the guidelines and writing introduction of the study. Introduce your topic, create some context and background, plan to carry out your research, state your rationale, explain why your research is important, and state your hypothesis. But hypothesis is optional kasi meron siyang ibang part sa research ang hypothesis. Alright? Okay, so we're almost done with our discussion today. So, eto pwede nyo itong gawin sa inyong bahay. So, after knowing the concepts and guidelines in writing research title, provide a possible research title based on the picture. So, the picture is about a dump site, and you can see a lot of plastic wastes, no? So, think about a good research title about that problem in the community, no? The problem on plastic waste. So what have you learned upon knowing the guidelines and features in writing a research title and background of the study? Take a look back and remember the things you learned. So based on the lesson, I realized that a research title is or a background of the study is what? Okay? And finally, try to write a specific research title based on the following broad topics. First, the millennials' obsession in the Korean pop culture or K-pop. And then, modular distance learning. So, anong possible specific research title about this? Mental health, sports development, and online selling. Sige, hindi na ako maghintay na sagot dahil medyo overtime na tayo. Try to answer na lang sa inyong papel, sa inyong bahay. And that's all for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. At hopefully, meron kayo natutunan sa araw na ito. Especially that we are now starting on the parts of our research project. So again, we discussed about writing research titles and background of the research study or background of the study. Okay? So makita-kita po muli tayo sa susunod na linggo, same time. At up next is tutor referee for statistics and probability. So subaybayan po sila. At ang iba pa nating tutors and online tutorial session. Maraming salamat. Muli po ito po ang inyong tutor Ronald.